Number 22, senior, Gracia Rubio. Number 24, senior, Keira Espinosa. Number 32, senior, Evelyn Gonzalez. And number 44, senior, Dana Peña. Today, Bulldogs are coached by head coach, Kim Hill, assistant by Diana Enriquez, Alonso Acosta, and Tony Vasquez. Today's officials are Dusty Macheri, John Goodman, and David Trisby. Now, please stand for the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see light down the line? What's so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all around we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets rang like the buzzers singing
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Cool FM Live broadcast of Cochise County Sports. Tonight you're rocking with Dave and Paul, and we have Douglas Bulldog playoff basketball. The Lady Bulldogs playing host to Mingus. The Mingus Marauders, that's what it is. Dave Davies alongside Paul Quarter. Dave, you got all the stats and information for the game we got here tonight.
Well, we'll start with the Mingus Marauders. This is a really easy one. This is going through number 43, Savannah Tobias. She leads the team in everything. I will tell you, they are from Cottonwood, Arizona, which is up by Sedona. It took them 2 days to get here. It is 8 hours of total drive time for this team.
Louise.
So you talk about jet lag, they're going to have a little bit of it. And as far as our Douglas Lady Bulldogs go, Coach Hill was saying he started the season with 7 starters. He's down to 5. So the 2 injuries, but he's not worried about it. He likes his starting unit. This doesn't have as much depth as he would like, but the game has begun. And Douglas is going to control the opening tip. And never mind, that ball's going to go to the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah. Interesting opening tip there. Nobody got it. Francia Rubio taking the tip, and that is the superstar for the Douglas Lady Bulldogs, Carolina Anguiano. Normally one of the big forces they have on the inside. She's dealing with an injury. And also Scarlett Ruiz has an ACL, and she is done for the season. So, Dave, as you mentioned, the injury bug, 2 of the 3 top players, they got all Cochisian honors out for the Douglas Bulldogs.
Yeah, but that shot, yeah, you're right. That shot is going to be Aaron Douglas going to get the rebound, and they're going to go back up court with the ball.
And Francia Rubio going right into the paint. Francia can't finish. Francia Rubio had a game of 45 points late in the season. She is feeling herself, but couldn't get that one to go. Ball's turned over, going back to the Douglas Bulldogs.
I don't mean to correct you, but it was actually 49.
What'd I say?
45.
Oh, close enough.
But yeah, that's why you say she just missed that shot at the rim. You don't see that very often out of Francia. She is capable of putting up big numbers for the Lady Bulldogs.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us on Cool FM Live, where we broadcast our Cochise County Sports live free of charge. Francia Rubio throwing a dangerous pass, but does convert it all the way over to Peckham. They get it back to Rubio in the paint. The floater up and good. Francia Rubio gets us off the schneid, 2-0 Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's the Francia Rubio I was talking about. And another turnover, 3 turnovers in 3 possessions for the Mingus Marauders.
That's what we like to see from the Douglas Lady Bulldogs. State title aspirations that we put on them. I don't know if they had the same expectations, but now it's going to be a little bit more of a struggle. Carolina, again, Aguiano with a sprained ankle, and Scarlett Ruiz and ACL. It's going to be Francia tonight, and the rest of the Bulldogs, and that's going to be a steal by Dana Pena. Ball's going to be out, going back to Mingus Mountain, isn't it? It says Mingus Marauders.
Mingus Marauders.
But it says Mingus Mountain,
no,
I'm pretty
Mingus
sure.
Union.
Mingus Union, that's right.
But, yeah, a lot of turnovers, a lot of jitters here. This is a 4A playoff game. A lot of jitters, so that's why they took out the score here after 1 minute and 4 seconds. But, again, 4 possessions, 4 turnovers for the Marauders, so they're going to have to shore that up right away.
Yes. 6:56. Oh, we got Dan the Man with us. We got the graphics and the score, the time. Thank you so much, Danimal, for being with us.
This timeout gives us a chance to start thanking the people who make this possible, like SoSci. Every play, every pass, every goal. This season, they're with us every step of the way. SoSci, supporting our community, supporting our team. Learn more at SoSci. That's SOSI.com.
This one's going to be turned over, but going back to the Bulldogs as well. Dave, last year the Douglas Bulldogs hosted a playoff game, and this is where their season ended. They're looking to not have that happen 2 years in a row.
No, I mean, again, we focus on the unfortunate injuries now, but now we got the players that we have on the court, but you're right, that they want more success. They feel that they are ready for title contention.
Ulysses Quijada battling with the ball. That's going to be a jump ball. Savannah Tobias able to tie it up. The ball will stay with the Douglas Lady Bulldogs. We got Clint Aaron Hill in the chat, says, let's go, Dad, and Lady Bulldogs. That was able to meet Coach Clint Hill. He does not want this to be his last game.
No, not at all. Oh, big three coming in, just off.
Off the front of the rim and no good by Galea Peckham. And this one's going to be picked up by the Marauders. Villalobos is going to have her pocket ripped by Francia Rubio. Rubio, 4 points.
Francia Rubio is about to light up that scoreboard tonight to the tune of 30-plus.
Cook with it now. Cook throws it all the way to the corner. That's a three-pointer to answer. No good from Mary Thompson. And that's going to be Pena with the rebound for the Douglas Lady Bulldogs. I believe that's Dana Pena.
I'm assuming that's it. We had the numbers wrong on Max Preps. No shock there. But nice rebound inside.
Peckham trying to throw that one to the inside. That's going to be taken away by superstar Savannah Tobias. Yeah, she's going to be fouled bringing the ball up court, and it's going to be ball back to the Marauders.
Yeah, Julissa Quijada got her a little bit as she was kind of up court with the ball, but again, 2 minutes and 8 seconds off that clock, and still 0 points for the Marauders, so good start for the Lady Bulldogs.
Tobias with the ball. She wears that leg sleeve like London Richardson from the Buena Colts. That's who I remember seeing that on. This ball's going to be passed around. They work the open three-pointer. Villalobos off the rim and no good. Offensive rebound for the Marauders. Can't convert that one, and this is one coming back up to the Douglas Lady Bulldogs. They want to try to go quickly. Julissa Quijada gets it over to Pena. Pena at the free throw line. She's going to take the jumper up, and good, Dana Pena.
What a move. The ball fake, getting the defender in the air, getting a wide open free throw jumper.
Quijada's going to come up with the steal. We're going to have a foul, and that's going to be on the Marauders. Ball back to the Bulldogs, 6-0 in the early going. Douglas on top.
Oh, it's all Lady Bulldogs to open this game. And I was talking with one of the assistant coaches for Mingus. You know, like these Arizona playoff games, it's just not fair. When you have to travel 8 and 9 hours to play a 1.5 hour game, they've got to figure out a way to centralize these games for these poor kids.
Ruben Lopez in the chat says, let's go Lady Bulldogs. Number 12, Julissa Quijada. This is Espinoza with it. Espinoza hit that big three-pointer to send the game into overtime last year. Looking for a little bit better result, as we've talked about. There's Francia Rubio, best ball handler I've seen out of the ladies' game. This one's going to be thrown back inside to Pena. A force. She's going to be hit the deck. There's going to be a jump ball, and this one is going to go over to Mingus Union.
Yeah, but again, it's coming up all Lady Bulldogs right now. The Marauders fortunate that they're only down 6, considering that they've only gotten 2 shots on the basket so far.
Francia Rubio with 4 points, no doubt putting forth her best effort as Cochise College is in the house. I see Coach Misty Opat. And also Carolina Padilla, who also played for the Douglas Lady Bulldogs in the house. This one's going to be a three-pointer up and no good. Offensive rebound. Marauders looking for their first 2 points. That's going to be a travel underneath. and nothing going the way of Mingus Union in the early going.
Yeah, if there's any concern right now, it's that the Marauders have gotten 3 offensive rebounds already. So Douglas going to have to do a little bit better on the boards because the Marauders are getting extra opportunities.
Pena now with the ball. There's Rubio. She's got some space. Kicks it in the corner. Corner 3 up and no good. Good shot, but just couldn't go. Peckham. Excuse me, that was actually Espinoza with that shot. Francia Rubio now.
That's
Espinoza again. Oh, she's going to be rejected by Tobias. Savannah Tobias has a 2-on-1. She wants to go it alone. Francia Rubio committing the foul, and we're going to have 2 for no. The ball's going to be underneath.
Oh, not going to give her the shot attempts. But that's the only thing that we're worried about right now for the Douglas Lady Bulldogs is Francia Rubio potentially getting in foul trouble. So that is only her first foul, but we can't have her getting any more of those.
Renata Alfon is checking into the ball game for the Douglas Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah, Julis is going to get a quick break.
This is going to be a 3-pointer. They can get right back in the ball game if they hit it. No, but offensive rebound. That's Alice Kinsey, another star for the Marauders.
Yeah, her third. She is the leading rebounder on the team. That's her third offensive rebound of the game already.
Francia Rubio and Dana Pena again beat the press. Very impressive ball handling from the Douglas Lady Bulldogs. That's why they're number 1 in our power rankings at all times. This one's going to be thrown away. Francia Rubio, Kinsey with the turnover, but it's going to go right back to the Bulldogs.
The Cool FM coverage coming back to haunt one of our teams because they have Francia Rubio very well scouted. They know what she is, and I wonder how they know so much about her.
Rubio throws this one over.
And then we're already familiar. They shared our link. They know who we are, so they're going to be watching from up there as well.
And this one's going to be up and under. Good layup. Bianca Villalobos puts that one, Brianca rather, for the Marauders. Now a 6-4 ball game. And experienced coach Clint Hill for the Douglas Lady Bulldogs calls timeout.
Yeah, everything was going all Bulldogs, and all of a sudden 4 points for the Marauders.
That's just what happens. Basketball's a game of runs. 3:17 to play in this first quarter, 6-4. I'd like to thank Synergy Home Care of Sierra Vista, providing non-medical home care for people that struggle with activities of daily living, serving all of Cochise. That means Douglas. Huge expansion in Douglas, Arizona in the last month. 520-685-1035. Timeout is over, and now the Douglas Lady Bulldogs trying to add to this lead. It was 6-0, but quickly the Marauders come back and make it 6-4. We got ourselves a ball, almost like it's playoff basketball, dude.
Yeah, that was a good timeout by Coach Hill. Again, it started getting away from him a little bit. Let's go ahead and slow it down while we still have the lead.
Abe Grijalva in the chat says, go Bulldogs. Is that 3-pointer from Francia Rubio, up and good, 9-4. That is now 7 points for Francia.
She's going to break the 30 mark tonight.
Good ball movement from the Marauders on the inside and finished off by Kinsey. 9-6 your score, 2:52 to play in this first quarter. Rubio with the ball. Press from the Marauders. Douglas been beating it all night tonight, and this one is no different. Dana Pena, elbow jumper off the backboard, too strong.
Did everything right on that. I don't know how the ball didn't go in.
Kenna Cook with the rebound. Rubio checks her at half court, trying to go for that steal. Good ball handling from Cook, but only momentarily as Francia Rubio does come away with the steal. Up and off the backboard, no good. Rebound going to be followed by Alfon. Great offensive rebound for the Lady Bulldogs, but this one's going to be thrown away, and that's going to be a foul on Dana Pena.
That's going to be the third team foul now on Douglas. Only 2:22 in the first quarter, though, so...
Kim Rupert in the chat says, we are cheering from Casa Grande, Coach Hill. Let's go Bulldogs. Casa Grande, Arizona. I went to In-N-Out there one time when I was in Casa Grande, and it was closed, and I was very disappointed.
Saul went up there and made the Casa Grande Roadhouse great.
Roadhouse. That's a great anticipation play from Carrie Espinoza, but only so long as the Marauders are able to get the ball back. And now a 3-pointer up and no good. Good defensive rebound by Peckham.
Boy, are these Douglas fans into this game, or are they into this game? We got a packed house in Douglas, Arizona, and they are loud.
Francia Rubio now with the ball. She wants to pop another three. She's going to be fouled. Rubio going to the line for three. I'll tell you, Dave, I don't know how often you've watched Francia Rubio play. Her demeanor never changes from that stoic confidence.
Oh, cold as ice. But a silly foul there by Marie Thompson on the Marauders, giving Rubio 3 shots at the line. Looking to extend this lead by a couple more at least. These free throws are brought to you by Right Way. Now serving Sierra Vista, Cochise County, providing heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical services the right way.
Speaking of the right way, Francia Rubio knows how to shoot those free throws the right way.
Right, she doesn't get that huge point totals every game, but out of nowhere. Substitutions coming in for the Lady Bulldogs. Julissa Quijada back in the game.
Francia one more time. She's 1 for 2, trying to go 2 for 3. In and out on that one. Only 1 for 3 from Francia Rubio at the line. 10-6, Lady Bulldogs on top. Here is Tobias. They do work an open shot. That's only going to be 2, and it's going to be short. Rubio with the rebound, but good job from Tobias with the steal. Tobias from the corner. She hits the side of the backboard. No good. Good rebound again for the Lady Bulldogs.
Pass ahead.
Couldn't do it. That ball, they couldn't get it to work out for him, and Mingus is going to get that ball coming right back up court.
Yeah, it was a good look. This ball just slightly in front of her because she had it for the wide open 2 points. I might say their star, Savannah Tobias, still scoreless right now. Another turnover.
Here's a turnover for you. Quijada gets it in. That's going to be a travel on number 1, Renata Othon.
Douglas not taking advantage of all these turnovers, only up 4. This game has all Lady Bulldogs written all over it, but same thing like we saw last night with Buena. The score doesn't dictate that. Or doesn't indicate that, excuse me.
Othon going to take another breather as Espinoza checks back into the ball game for the Douglas Lady Bulldogs. Mingus, they work the open baseline jumper, but good defense closing out. They leave Tobias open for 3. Savannah Tobias makes this a 1-point game in Douglas, Arizona.
Yeah, that was my fault. I pointed out that she was scoreless, and she changed that really quickly.
Rubio, good pass to Pena. She doesn't miss those. Dana Pena wide open on the inside.
That's the ball movement that we're used to seeing out of the Lady Bulldogs.
Marauders bringing the ball back up court now. Thompson with it. Marie Thompson tries to feed it inside. Rubio, good defense on the inside. They're going to throw that one up. No good. Douglas fans want a travel call. Nothing called from the official right there. Francia Rubio now bringing the ball up court for the Lady Bulldogs.
Oh, she's so confident with the ball.
And there's a Euro step on the inside, but can't get it to go. Good fight on the offensive rebound by Espinoza. Ball will eventually go back up to the Marauders.
You know what I love about the playoffs is the fresh faces and the pinstripes. We always get different guys, so it keeps it fresh.
Claudia Regia in the chat says, let's go Mingus. We have a Mingus Union supporter in our Cool FM live chat. Glad to have you.
I told you they knew that we were here.
We made it very known we were going to be here. Tobias now driving on the inside. That's 5 points in a row here for Savannah Tobias as she cuts the lead back down to 1 again. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Francia with the ball. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Rubio needs to work an open shot. Throws it into the corner. Pena, corner 3, up and no good. That's going to do it for the first quarter of our playoff basketball. 12-11. Bulldogs nursing a 1-point lead.
Yeah, again, I feel like they should have extended that lead a little more considering the amount of havoc they were wreaking on defense. But again, you speak of the great players and they appear. Savannah Tobias, all of a sudden 5 quick points to cut this to a 1-point lead.
What a segue. Brandy Tobias in the chat says, let's go Savannah. 5, like you said, Dave, 5 straight points. The last 5 points of our ball game, Savannah Tobias.
Check out the band.
This is why I love coming to Douglas, Arizona in the high school. The band that plays all the time.
That's awesome.
That band is brought to you by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, serving our community.
That is so awesome. Also, in between quarters, allow me to thank Allo Fiber, your new home team for internet, television, and phone. Visit allofiber.com to learn more about the Allo Fiber difference.
Raina Galvez says, go Douglas, and that comment brought to you by the MORSE Automotive Group, formerly Lawely Automotive, serving all of Cochise County. You can drive into MORSE and experience the difference for yourself.
Yeah, we got a little time here, so I will take the Sierra Vista Soap Company, locally handmade bath and body products that you can find at CSUN Creations or at SierraVistaSoapCompany.com.
I am happy to report that Athletic Director Maria Trintas? I can't remember the last name. I should have got that.
I know.
But Athletic Director and Coach Hill both know our show and like our show, by the way. So.
Oh, I thought you were going to give us some announcements about the All-Star game, but never mind.
Well, Maria said that they said that they're all committed and they're just waiting on Carolina to see if she can play as well. But we'll see. Inbounds now to Francia Rubio.
Yeah, I don't think Rubio's going to hit the bench tonight. She's going to be playing every minute of this game. What is going on?
Faith Clark in the chat says, go Mingus Marauders. I guess we don't call them Mingus Union. We just call them Mingus Marauders around here. They got to reset the clock, and we're going to be doing this one again.
Hey, you know, nobody's perfect.
Last time you were here, it was for Thunder Mountain Wrestling.
Yes, it was.
What an event that was. Francia Rubio now.
That band, man, what an intimidation factor. Loving that band.
I love the crowds. I mean, Douglas comes out to support every team they have.
Oh, yeah, they do. Arch.
Top of the key three from Francia Rubio. 2 for 2 from three-pointers. Extends that lead to 4 now for the Bulldogs.
There is no way Rubio is going to let this team lose this game today. There's no way.
Murray Thompson, good feed on the inside, open look, but can't get it to go. Kinsey right away and misses the putback attempt. Dana Pena battling for the rebound on the inside, and that's going to be a foul on Mingus.
I thought they were going to go with the jump ball, but he's going to go with the reach-in foul. First team foul of the quarter on the Marauders.
We got Ashley Marie Hill in the chat, says, tuning in from Tennessee to watch Booker's Pops.
Take me to another place. Take me to another land.
Also says, go Bulldogs. It's Francia Rubio in another world right now with the performance she's putting on. What a pass to the inside to Pena. Good kick out. Espinoza back to Rubio.
Oh.
She thought better of it. Wants to get it out to Espinoza. No good on that one. They get it out to Peckham, and all the way past the three-point line is Dana Pena. Rubio through a screen, elbow, three-pointer off the back rim, and no good.
Oh, that's good ball movement for an easy basket.
Villalobos underneath, puts it up and in, back to a two-point contest, 15-13 in Douglas, Arizona.
Yeah, good ball movement there by the Marauders.
Rubio gets by Tobias. Good ball handling. I told you she's the best ball handler I've ever seen. Dana Pena, no, but follows her own rebound, and Pena puts it up and in.
What a game she's having out there. We're at number 44 tonight.
Is that six or 8 points for Pena?
And a lot of rebounds.
Savannah Tobias throws this one into the elbow. There's going to be a three-pointer. Good arc on the shot, but going to be just a little bit short by Kenna Cook. Now Rubio with the ball. Francia going all the way up court in the paint. Drops it off. Good pass. And one opportunity for Cara Espinoza.
Espinoza fighting to the contact and going to look to extend that lead to 5 at the line here in the second quarter. These free throws brought to you by Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard, the one with the pink door, now open Saturdays 9 to 2.
Kim Rupert in the chat says, drained it from way back, talking about the three-pointer from Rubio now. Dana Pena, big minutes for the Bulldogs. Do they lose anything? Because Pena is going out for a breather.
She's putting in a lot of work in the paint, which that's where a lot of heavy lifting gets done. So, yeah, she's got a well-earned breather for her.
Paloma Machado checks into the ball game for Dana Pena. Converting the three-point play is Cara Espinoza. Now a 6-point lead for the Douglas Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah, right now they have all the momentum. A couple more of those turnovers they've been creating, and they can start trying to run away with this thing.
This is going to be a corner three up and short, so Mingus is not able to hit that three-pointer. That's going to be a foul underneath.
The Marauders are killing it on the offensive glass right now.
Yulissa Quiata is the one that committed that foul. Marauders are going to get the ball underneath. Marie Thompson looking to
Coach
hit that ball.
Trying to call a timeout over there, and the referees are not seeing him.
Got to pay attention to those timeouts. There's a reason he wants to take it. Let's see if Mingus can score without it. Another offensive rebound, but the putback's just not going in for Alice Kinsey. This ball's going to be out on Douglas, going right back to the Marauders.
They just can't hear Coach Hoke. There it is. He had to go all the way to half court, but they finally got him. He was yelling it for 3 minutes.
Coach Troy Hoke for the Marauders. Yeah, he even went back. He gave up on it. Hey, I'll give him credit. Didn't leave his box. A lot of coaches would have right to the ref's ear on that one. But this timeout does give me a chance to thank the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. Proud to support our young athletes in Douglas all season long. If you're in the market to buy or sell, call them at 717-599-2439, the real estate experts.
Well, and that's the thing where with high school athletics, we're here to to support the Lady Bulldogs of Douglas. But when you have a team like Mingus and you know what they've just been through the last 2 days just to even get here to play this game, it's hard to, you can't root against anybody, you know what I mean? What a drive down here to play a playoff game. So, that's I'm glad they were able to make it here safely and join us for this game.
Dave, we had three ladies teams in basketball in Cochise County that we were looking at. For one, it was the St. David Tigers. Can they repeat? They fell short in the semifinals. In 2A was the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. They fell short in the quarterfinals. And in our high school sports show, Tuesdays live at 10 a.m., we talked about the Douglas Lady Bulldogs. We fully expected them to win this 4A state championship, and now they have injuries. And subconsciously, we might have wrote them off a little bit, but they did not stop winning, and they earned this home playoff game.
When I saw that 49 from Rubio, I was like, oh boy, she has no problems putting this team on her back. Too many offensive rebounds. But Mingus can't finish at the rim.
And they finally do. As Yetna Rubio's in the chat, I wonder who she's related to, says, go Bulldogs. And Cochise College Athletics says, nice shirt, Paul. Well, thank you so much, Cochise College Athletics. You know exactly who gave it to me. Francio Rubio now with the ball, as I am wearing my Cochise College polo. They might have seen it while we were fixing the technical difficulties. Rubio wanted to shoot that one a couple times, decides better of it, comes all the way out to Peckham. Now back to Rubio. She's got a lane. She's going to exploit it on the inside, but can't finish. Rebound one more time going to Alice Kinsey.
Yeah, she is absolutely having a game on the boards right now.
This one's going to be a pocket pick, and that's going to be Espinoza going in. Tough foul. Couldn't convert the bucket, but is going to the line for 2 free throws.
I don't know if she knows what she's doing, but Kyra does exactly what you're supposed to do against a big like that who's dominating the boards, is go out and draw fouls and try to get her out of the game, because Alice is killing Douglas on the boards right now.
You're not wrong. You talked about the offensive rebounds moments ago, and you got to assume that Alice Kinsey is about to put those in. Those putbacks are going to start dropping.
Yeah, that's what you do when you have a dominant big, is go at them and get fouls on them.
Espinoza up and no good with the first one. Dana Pena checking back in, so good minutes from Paloma. Machado.
Yeah, just like with Douglas, I don't think Alice and Savannah are getting breaks tonight. I think they're playing all 32.
Espinoza good with the second one, 1-2. Good 6-point lead now for the Douglas Lady Bulldogs.
All right, Douglas has built the lead now. It's got to try to extend it before halftime.
Peyton Valles checking into the game for the Marauders, and she's going to lose the ball. Good job not grabbing it. They're going to get run. They have numbers. Espinoza, good job bringing it under control. Over to Quijada. Dana Pena, elbow three! The big Dana Pena shoulder ring.
I don't have to say anything. The crowd will say it for me. I know you can hear that through the mics.
Yeah, Rubio say, cheering for you, Dana Pena, and that's before she hit the three-pointer. Just wait. That's going to be a foul underneath, and I think we're going to get, no, it's going to be under the basket again. Yeah. Looked like the shot was going up, Dave.
No, she fouled her on the floor. Good call by the referees. And again, you don't hear me say that very often, so.
I always try to set you up. It's a great call. I always tried to set you up when I know you agree with the official.
Oh, that's funny.
4:41 to play in the second quarter. Inbound from the Marauders. That's going to be
need it. Oh,
could not get it to go. 3-point attempt from Peyton Valles. Ball coming right back up to the Lady Bulldogs. And if you need your car back up and running, you need to call Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963. If it's on the side of the road.
Number 14, Brianca Villalobos checking in for the Marauders, but they have got to turn it back on because this game is starting to get away from them right now.
Hey. That's Dana Pena on the inside. Defense. Good block. That's going to be once again, Alice Kinsey making her presence known. It's a 9-point lead. Not necessarily danger time for the Marauders, but they got, like you said, Dave, get something going. That's a good pass on the inside. They can't do it. Rubio fighting on the inside for the rebound, but it was Kinsey again keeping the play alive for the Marauders. And finally, it's going to be Peckham. One more time with the rebound for the Lady Bulldogs. Francio Rubio gets the outlet pass. The finger roll at the rim. No good. Not as efficient as we've seen Francio Rubio lately, but these are going to start dropping for her eventually.
Now that ball is going to stay with the Marauders.
We did.
So here we go. Marauders with the basketball, down 9. 3:47 on the clock. Three-pointer coming up and almost in, but no good. Rubio with the rebound, and she's going to take the ball back up court. Rubio's going to go right at the basket. Oh, just short on the shot attempt.
Rubio does follow her own rebound. The floater in the lane. That one's not going to miss. Francio Rubio extends this Bulldog lead to 11.
I believe that's 15 points for Rubio.
Pete Ancena says, called a good game, Ref David Thursday. That's going to be out and going back up to the Lady Bulldogs, 26-15, and possession of the ball. And the student section for Douglas starting to come alive.
That's a second. That was a foul on Alice Kinsey. That's her second foul. That is something that you really need to monitor if you're the Mingus Marauders, because she's having a dominant game inside her now, and losing her would be huge.
Timeout on the floor. This timeout does give me a chance to thank the Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. They have physical therapy departments in Hereford, Bisbee, and Douglas. Bisbee, Douglas, and Hereford, providing the highest level of quality care to patients of all ages. Give them a call at 520-432-6435.
Also, allow me to thank Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up, serving all of Cochise County. Give them a call, 520-456-8945.
3:17 to play in this second quarter, 26-15. Lady Bulldogs on top as we come out of that timeout. Bulldogs do have the possession of the ball.
And again, you see those packed stands across from us, and it looks just like that on this side as well. Packed house in Douglas, Arizona tonight. They know how to come out and support their team, I tell you. Tough to get a seat around here. I'm glad we got here early to set up. I'll tell you that. That's why we get here early.
Francio with the ball. Francio Rubio, a first half to remember in the first round of these state playoffs. Throws the ball across. It's going to wind up to Galilea Peckham. Now Francio Rubio wanted the three-pointer. Gets it over to Espinoza. She's got that range. Don't sleep on that. Elbow three from Rubio off the front iron and no good. Rebound going back to the Marauders.
Marauders trying to get it up to Savannah.
That's going to be a blocking foul
on the floor. But that's on Rubio. That's her second.
That is on Francio Rubio, and we're going to get two free throws on that foul. 2:50 to play, 26-15.
In a game like this, when you have standout players, the foul situation is something to be closely monitored on both sides. Neither team doesn't want to live without Hallis or Francia.
Savannah Tobias up and good with the first free throw.
That's her 6th point of the game. She averages 16.5 on the year. It leads the team in everything but rebounds, and take a wild guess who leads the team in that.
Alice Kinsey, who just sat down, taking a little bit of a breather. We'll see if Douglas tries to exploit Alice Kinsey being out of the lineup. Tobias up and good with both free throws, cutting this deficit back to 9 points.
Boy, do they need those in a big way.
Francia with the ball. She has a screen, decides not to use it. Get it over to Kara Espinoza.
And she picked up her dribble really early right there.
Espinoza, Quijada, the corner three off the back iron, no good. That's going to be a rebound for the Marauders, and they try to bring this one up court. They get it over to Villalobos. Villalobos for three. That looks good all the way, but just off the front iron, no good. Ball's going to be tipped away by Dana Pena, staying with the Marauders.
So the Marauders are trying to inch their way back into this, down 9. We always talk about that 2-minute thing. This is a huge 2:24 right here. This is going to determine this game. Mingus has got to cut into this lead a little bit.
Can't do it there as Francio Rubio with the rebound. She wants to get it up to Quijada, decides to take it herself. Rubio in the paint. Contact, nothing called. Ball's going to be knocked away, staying with the Bulldogs.
Again, if you're Mingus right here, this defensive possession.
Ooh, it's not staying with the Bulldogs.
Keep this. Oh, no, okay, it's going back to them.
Renata Othen coming back into the ball game. Othen for the Douglas Lady Bulldogs.
Douglas fans are rowdy, baby, in a good way. Not the Lobos way.
Bring the ball up court, gets it back. They work the open three-pointer from the elbow, and they just have not been able to connect. Savannah Tobias on the inside with the rebound and the foul. Tobias going to the line for two.
I like that she's trying to earn the free throws. I don't like the call because she was out of control on that play, and so she kind of just fell into the defender. I'm not a big fan of that call.
These free throws are going to be brought to you by Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. Contact Grasshopper Landscaping for all your landscaping needs. 520-456-8945.
Yeah, you can see in the free throw form that Savannah knows exactly what she's doing out there. Anytime you see that braided hair, you know, after you got yourself a ball player.
Second one up and good as well. So now back down to a 7-point deficit for the Marauders.
So I said this 2 minutes is going to really determine a lot of the outcome of this game.
Francia Rubio with the ball. She gets to the free throw line. Backs it up a little bit. 25 on the shot clock. Plenty of time to set up an offense.
They're running that 3-2 so they can double her immediately. It's on the 5-second closely guarded.
They're going to call 5-second closely guarded. Savannah Tobias doing everything she can to keep this Marauder team in this ball game, earning free throws, and now good close defense. That's going to be a corner three. No good. Long rebound's going to be chased down by the Marauders, and Bianca Villalobos said she's going to throw it to the inside. Up and good. That was Marie Thompson on the inside.
Exactly what the Marauders needed. They were looking at a double-digit deficit.
They get the ball over on the baseline to Rubio. She dribbles herself into trouble, but great awareness play to knock it off of Thompson. Ball staying with the Bulldogs.
All right, now that Mingus has had their fun, Douglas needs to put another basket in and get that lead back up.
We have an officials timeout. I don't know if the officials were set. Might have another clock situation. Just waiting on the call. Looks like
they're figuring it out quickly. That's what I like about what's going on right now.
Dana Pena is going to check back into the game for Othland. Rubio with the inbounds pass. Quijada gets by, but that's going to be loose only momentarily. That's going to be a foul. Good drive by Peckham.
There's only 1:08 on the clock in the second quarter, but that is the 5th team foul. So if they were to foul Douglas again, that's going to be free throws every time.
Galilea Peckham going to the free throw line for the Douglas Lady Bulldogs, 26-21. Just a 5-point lead now for Lady Bulldogs. It was 11 points just moments ago.
Peyton Vallis is going to check in, number 5 for the Marauders. Good free throw shot right there by, how do we got this one? By Miss Peckham. How do we pronounce that first name?
Galilea?
Is it Galilea? Galilea?
Ooh, Galilea. Probably Galilea.
Oh, that's a good free throw by Galilea.
Up and good with the second one. Back to a 7-point lead for the Douglas Lady Bulldogs. Marauders going to inbound the ball. Villalobos with it.
She's got that knuckleball free throw form down cold.
Oh, the pass to the inside, but great defense from Rubio. Marauders do still have possession of the ball. Great find, but the ball's going to be lost, and Francia Rubio with the steal right after a block. What a defensive possession for Francia. And what a finger roll by Quijada. The confidence left-handed finish.
The left-hand, there are a lot of boys that can't do that.
Great finish from Quijada. Now a 9-point lead for the Bulldogs. Quijada getting all the way back on defense. Almost forcing the turnover. Ball will be out of bounds underneath to the Marauders.
Julissa is all effort out there tonight. You can see on her face the intensity. Julissa's here. I mean, obviously, that sounds like a stupid cliche, but she is here to win.
Marauders inbound the ball.
I see that defensive intensity.
That's going to be a three-pointer. In and out. They just can't get it to go. What an offensive rebound from Savannah Tobias, who was following up Kenna Cook on that three-pointer. Shot
clock is off. Let's see if Douglas holds for the last shot.
You have to assume they will. Espinoza with it, but that's going to be great defense. Villalobos, Bianca up and cannot finish. Espinoza is going to be fouled. That's going to be free throws on Kara Espinoza for the Bulldogs.
Oh, what an unfortunate sequence for Bianca. Missing the breakaway layup and then getting the foul on the other end to give the Bulldogs free throws.
Richard Elsie in the chat says, go Bulldogs, and also Yet no Rubio one more time says, let's go Lady Bulldogs. These free throws brought to you by Synergy Home Care of Sierra Vista, providing non-medical home care to people that struggle with activities of daily living, serving all of Cochise County. It means Douglas at 520-685-1035.
Oh, that look on Bianca's face, a look I know very well, is when you make a mistake like that and you just can't forgive you. Because I've done it dozens of times.
Short memory. That's all sports. You got to have a short memory.
That's a 4-point swing right there on that play. Oh, 3-point swing.
It's one of two good from Espinoza. 7 seconds. Marauders have to be careful. They don't want to turn this over. They get it over to Tobias. This is going to be Cook. Kenna Cook. They have the corner three. But Dana Pena swats that one away, keeping that score 31-23 as we go into halftime. Bulldogs 8-point lead.
Yeah, what a good half for the Douglas Bulldogs. The Mingus Union is a viable contender, a viable opponent right now, but the Douglas Bulldogs are just playing with a different level of intensity. You could call some of it jet lag from the Marauders because, again, long trip down here, but the Douglas Lady Bulldogs are here to win.
I'll say that. We're going to take a quick break, folks. Before I go, I'd like to thank Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, for serving our community.
Also, I want to thank a couple of our new sponsors, SOSI. Every play, every pass, every goal this season, they're with us every step of the way. SOSI, supporting our community, supporting these Lady Bulldogs. Learn more at SOSI.com. Also, thank you to Right Way, now serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County, providing heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical services the right way. They're happy to support their local athletic sports broadcasters. That would be Paul and I, and Jeff Davenport. But folks, like Paul said, we are going to take a quick break. We'll be with you in just a couple minutes for the second half, 4A playoff basketball. folks. Thank you for joining us here for the second half in Douglas, Arizona. The Lady Bulldogs up over the Mingus Marauders right now, 31-23. We're just a minute away from resuming second half action. Before we get started, please allow me to thank Allo Fiber, your new home team for phone, internet, and television. Go to allofiber.com to learn when it will become available in your area. Also, thank you to Sierra Vista Soap Company, locally handmade bath and body products that you can find at Seasun Creations or SierraVistaSoapCompany.com.
I want to go back to that Allo Fiber statement because they are installing, just not in my neighborhood.
Oh, they're installing in mine.
Oh, must be nice.
I
must
hear
be
them
nice.
every day in my alley, of course.
Of course, I'd like to thank the MORSE Automotive Group, formerly Lawely Automotive, now serving Cochise County, giving you the best vehicle buying experience possible. Drive in today and experience the difference.
Also, thanks to Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista, now open Saturdays 9 to 2. Save the wait at the DMV.
Thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate experts at 717-599-2439.
Like I said, Douglas Bulldogs an 8-point lead, 16 minutes away from advancing to the second round. But we know the Mingus Marauders are game. Alice Kinsey probably has 13 rebounds already
right.
in this game. I know Savannah's in double digits in points.
Mingus will get us started on the offensive end as we join action in the third quarter. There is Tobias. They get the ball working around the perimeter. The three-pointer open and still unable. Kenna Cook to hit a three-pointer. Rebound coming to the Douglas Lady Bulldogs, and there is Francia Rubio.
Francia Rubio looking so confident with the ball, looking like somebody that will not let her team lose. And let's not forget Dana Pena having a huge game.
All right, Evelyn Gonzalez is number 32, Dave. Evelyn Gonzalez for the Lady Bulldogs, 32. I was wondering, because I know I mentioned that name last year, so I was wondering why she wasn't playing. But Evelyn Gonzalez is 32. Peckham is number 10.
Okay.
Thank you for that update in the chat. Do appreciate that one.
Yeah, Max Preps fails us constantly.
Lorena Salinas, really appreciate that. Back to the action. This is going to be a long rebound out and staying with the Marauders.
I think you just guessed because I couldn't see who that was out on. A shoe tie timeout.
All right, so Evelyn Gonzalez, 34 in Max Preps, 32 in real life. Here we go one more time. Cook driving to the elbow. That's more like it. Finally, Kenna Cook starting to feel herself on the offensive end.
Nice looking jumper from the elbow there.
Rubio dribbles into the paint. No look pass over to Espinoza. Quijada was looking for the ball. Evelyn Gonzalez for three. She can't hit that. Gonzalez is a sniper from what I remember of these Lady Bulldogs. Couldn't hit that one. That's a great transition look, and Tobias can't finish initially. Savannah
strip.
Tobias can't finish again. This one's going to be a jump ball possession arrow going to the Bulldogs.
That was a great strip inside on Savannah. She had it on the putback, and the Lady Bulldogs, fast hands, got the ball right out of them. So,
Joe Palatnich in the chat says, go Bulldogs. Sorry, Dave.
Oh, no, you're fine. Like I said, Rubio was not going to be seeing the bench tonight. She's going to be playing every minute for the rest of the playoffs.
Pena loses her glasses on the court. This is going to be Espinoza, counter Espinoza. Good ball handling skills, dribbles by. That's going to be Gonzalez, and she's going to travel. This one going back to the Marauders. A 6-point Douglas lead, but Marauders a chance to cut this down to one possession.
It was technically a travel, but it was more of a forced turnover. The defensive player just wouldn't stifle her, so she was forced to take an extra step.
And Marauders bringing the ball up court. Villalobos gets this one over. Driving baseline is going to be Valles, but she's going to lose the ball. Pena comes up with it. Over to Francia Rubio. Rubio wants to do it herself. Oh, they well scouted on Francia Rubio. This is going to be a turnover, and Villalobos finishes at the rim. Now just a 4-point Bulldog lead.
Yeah, Douglas scoreless here in the second half.
Pena bringing the ball up court for the Lady Bulldogs. There's Gonzalez over to Espinoza, and finally finds its way to Francia Rubio. Rubio loves to get in the paint, but every time she gets there, it's a triple team on her.
Yeah, no, they have her well scouted. She still has 17 points.
Quijada's double dribble. She knows it right there. The frustration starting to settle in in the third quarter for the Lady Bulldogs. Got to keep your head. What people forget about sports, Dave, it's just as much mental as it is physical.
Absolutely.
Oh, they get an open three-pointer to cut it to 1 point. No good again from Cook. Pena trying to let that one go out of bounds and successfully does so. Savannah Tobias for the Marauders trying to save it, but just couldn't do it.
Couple of substitutions. Alexia Herrera coming in, along with Marie Thompson for the Marauders.
Lots of people joining us on Cool FM Live. Don't forget to like the Cool FM Live page, the Cool FM Live sports page, and subscribe to the brand new Cool FM Live YouTube page. Especially, Dave, because our videos delete after 30 days now on Facebook. Ooh, Francia Rubio, top of the key three from Steph Curry range. Puts the Bulldogs back on top by 7.
More like from Cochise College range.
Marauders trying to get it into Tobias. A little bit of a force there, and that's going to be a foul on Espinoza. I don't think it's going to be shots, but Alice Kinsey back into the ball game and already making her presence known on the defensive rebound.
Oh, that was a clean block right there, but the referees have been pretty solid, so I'll leave them alone. These free throws are brought to you by Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. Give them a call, 520-456-8945 for all your landscaping needs. I told you, the ball doesn't lie.
Kinsey up and no good with the first one. It's 7-point lead for the Douglas Lady Bulldogs. First AIA playoff game for the Bulldogs. Tomorrow, Dave Davies is going to be on the road broadcasting the Buena Boys Colts basketball team as they look to advance to the semifinals. Lady Bulldogs tonight trying to get to the quarterfinals as Francia Rubio with the ball now. She's going to pop that one from the top of the key again off the front rim. No good. Dana Pena underneath with the rebound. That's going to be one more time. Alice Kinsey with the rejection. Tobias underneath. Good turnaround from Savannah Tobias.
Great rebound outlet pass by Alice and great put in by Savannah. That's good basketball right there.
Francia Rubio now. She's got Tobias on her. Espinoza trying to get it inside to Pena. Ball was tipped, but did find Pena. They get it back out to Rubio. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Gonzalez trying to find anything. These Lady Bulldogs. Francia Rubio. 10 seconds again. Top of the key three, just a little short. A couple of heat checks from Francia Rubio, and she's cooled down a little bit.
Yeah, she pulled that thing from way back.
Good defense there from Rubio, forcing the errant shot by Villalobos. Francia Rubio, she's got a one-on-one behind the back, trying to get some and one Harlem Globetrotters style basketball in on that one, Dave.
Yeah, she did. Oh, my goodness, the confidence in that young lady to even try that move. Kenna Cook checking in for the Marauders, but Francia Rubio definitely not lacking in confidence.
Rubio will inbound the ball. Gonzalez with it. All the way over. They work the open three-pointer from Keter Espinoza. No good. Rebound to the Marauders. They can go quickly. Marie Thompson is up. Good defense tracking back from Gonzalez. But there is Savannah Tobias to put it in, and we have a three-point game.
Oh, a little too close for my liking, and another well-timed timeout by Coach Hill.
Coach Clint Hill for the Douglas Bulldogs with the timeout. This is going to give me a chance to thank Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963.
Well, all those cars that they're picking up have to be registered from somewhere, and that place is going to be the Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard.
Okay, we're doing segues now.
You didn't. After you left yesterday, I told a full story using every sponsor that we had in there. I brought Simon in the booth to do color, and he was dying. Because what you don't know about Simon is he has a voice for radio. So I was like, Simon, get in this booth.
That's funny.
But he was dying. I did a story with every sponsor that we had. It was pretty funny.
Well, you know what Simon and the viewers don't know is that the Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County started me on my weight loss journey down 32 pounds. They can help you out for anything you need. 520-432-6435.
Yeah, like you said, that long drive I have to make tomorrow. Sometimes you got to go guerrilla style, get your hands dirty, and when that happens, you got to go to Sierra Vista Soap Company for locally handmade bath and body products, or go to SierraVistaSoapCompany.com.
You're going to have to get Sierra Vista Soap Company for when you have to do the overnight. I know you're trying to make that trip in one day. Good luck to you, brother.
Yeah, I hope the internet's good up there. I know they don't have that aloe fiber goodness.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dave, I am a fiber fan. I went to aloefiber.com, registered, and you still have to install my stuff.
Douglas, 3-point lead right now, trying to get it back up to a comfortable lead. The Marauders obviously aren't going anywhere.
And there is Evelyn Gonzalez for a deep three. No good. Ball coming back to the Marauders and their first chance to tie this ball game since the very start of the first quarter.
Yeah, the nerves are kicking in right now. Lawely Gonzalez, the look on her face after she missed that shot. They're getting a little nervous. They want to win this game. Francie Rubio's senior year. They need to win.
For the tie, Villalobos. What a first three-pointer that would have been to make. Tobias, the turnaround jumper on the inside. No, Gonzalez is going to have that one knocked away, but off of her foot and staying with the Marauders.
Oh, we have our, again, as always, it's the playoffs. We have ourselves a basketball game. Nobody's running away in this one.
It is almost like it's playoff basketball. And that's going to be up and good. We do have an infraction on the floor. It's going to be a push-off. And ball's going to, it's going to be on Francia, but I think the ball stays with Douglas. You're going to have to tell me how that works.
That's a third foul on Rubio. I don't think Coach wants it because the basket was good.
No, the basket counts, and the Marauders are going to get the ball underneath with a chance now to take the lead. 3 minutes to play in this third quarter.
They called a foul after the basket. Oh, and again, that's a third foul on Rubio.
This Douglas crowd, and it is a big one, trying to cheer on the Bulldogs. But the great shot from Kenna Cook, she's 2 for 2 in her last 2, gives the Marauders the lead. Rubio with it, wants to go quickly. Gets it over to Pena. Dania Pena.
No,
that's going to be an illegal screen on Francio Rubio, the moving screen. That's going to be 4 on Rubio, 35-34, 2:51 to play in the third.
That was a good screen by Rubio. Oh, man, that's a tacky call right there.
I tell you, Douglas coaches agree with you. And coming up once more is going to be Renata Othon, and she has to come in for Rubio. Dave says has 4 fouls, 1 away from fouling out in this ball game.
No Rubio, it's a very big deal for the Douglas Lady Bulldogs. Somebody's going to have to step up.
If Rubio fouls out, that's the big 3 from Douglas, all out of this ball game. 2 injuries. That one's going to be out of bounds. Coming back up to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs find themselves with a 1-point deficit in the third quarter.
I'm looking at Dana Pena. We need you right now, Dana.
Evelyn Gonzalez is going to bring the ball up court for the Douglas Lady Bulldogs. There's Espinoza. Dribbling around, Pena.
Open at the top of the key. She just made her last 3-pointer.
Quijada, they get this one over to Othon. Dana Pena wanted to, decided better of it. She's going to go to the inside. Quijada, the 3-pointer at the top of the key. She's going to be fouled. Going to the line for 3 free throws.
The second foul on a 3-point shot by the Marauders. You got to play a little smarter than that. Kenna Cook, there was no reason to foul right there.
Melissa Quijada going to the line now. A chance to put the Bulldogs up by 2 points. Given the lead or tie, you got to assume 3 free throws, but you never assume in basketball is what I've learned, that this ball game will be tied up and good with the first one.
Yeah, I mean, it's a playoff basketball. You got to do things the right way. Speaking of right way, they're now serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County, providing nursing, cooling, plumbing, and heating, and electrical. So, thank you, right way.
1 of 2 good. Thank you as well to Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up, serving all of Cochise County. Visit them on Facebook or call 520-456-8945. In and out, and we just have the tie ball game at 35. Tobias is going to throw this ball away, uncharacteristic mistake, and finishing the floater from the free throw line, Evelyn Gonzalez.
Ooh, off. It's after 5 o'clock, but she called the bank, and she got some change out of it.
Miscommunication, the 3-pointer, no good. That's going to be an offensive rebound from Kinsey one more time. And now Savannah Tobias with the offensive rebound. Tie ball game at 37.
Douglas is going to have to just tighten it up and put more people in the paint to prevent those offensive rebounds.
Espinoza with the ball for the Lady Bulldogs. This one's going to be Cook. Or Quijada, rather. And that's going to be Dana Pena with the ball. Now over to Othon. Gonzalez. Yeah, we got a step. Espinoza trying, but can't get that one to go. That's going to be rejected. And now the Marauders trying to go up quickly. They get it into who they want to have it. Tobias, Savannah Tobias, and one opportunity.
Look how many people traveled with the Marauders. They have a chunk of fans in that section over there. And like I mentioned, that's a 7-8 hour drive.
Now a 2-point lead. Savannah Tobias, who is fired up. By the way, only sophomore Savannah Tobias.
Oh, geez.
Only a sophomore for these Marauders. A chance for a 3-point play. And converts it a 3-point lead, and no Francio Rubio on the court for the Douglas Lady Bulldogs.
Again, it's going to be a team effort right now for Douglas to try and stay in this thing.
Espinoza, good spin move. Othon for three at the top of the key. They need it just off. And the rebound one more time from Alice Kinsey.
And now all of a sudden the Marauders, who've been down all game, have a chance to pull away.
That's a good pass on the inside, but great defense by Gonzalez to force the miss. Dana Pena over to Evelyn Gonzalez. They want to go quickly. Espinoza, Cater Espinoza with the ball. Gets it over to Othon. They have Pena, elbow three-pointer. Dana Pena, no good. Rebound one more time to Alice Kinsey.
Oh, Pena, I thought it was in.
We do not know how many points Savannah Tobias has, but it is a lot as Dana Pena called for the blocking foul.
She's over 20 at this point.
Got to be. Only a sophomore for the Marauders.
A huge 43 seconds for Douglas. They need to keep this at 3 points and get Rubio back on that floor. And we know the way Rubio plays. She's gonna. You don't want her playing carefully, but she's gonna have to be playing carefully in the fourth quarter.
Going to the line, Peyton Vallis. These free throws brought to you by Synergy Home Care, Sierra Vista, providing non-medical home care all across Cochise County. 520-685-1035. Two-possession game. Now the Marauders up by 4.
Another good-looking free throw. These girls can shoot their free throws, I'll tell you that.
Good with the second one. Now a 5-point lead. Francia Rubio with 43 seconds checking into the ball game. 4 fouls for the superstar for the Douglas Lady Bulldogs.
It's the playoffs. You can't hold anything back. Francia, they just have to get her out there before. They can't let them get to a 7 or 9 point lead before the fourth quarter.
Rubio now just off the bench. Bulldogs swinging the ball around the perimeter. 33 seconds on the game clock. 23 on the shot clock. Rubio with it. Francia Rubio, Euro step to the inside, finds an open player, but that's going to be Savannah Tobias getting it done defensively. Ball's going to be out and going back to the Bulldogs. Fortunate there for the Lady Bulldogs.
Very fortunate turnover by the Marauders. The shot clock is off in this quarter. Douglas is going to have to find some points on this last possession.
Brandy Tobias with the flame emoji. I wonder if she's here for Savannah Tobias. Rubio trying to inbound the ball for the Bulldogs. Sticky defense. That's going to be Espinoza for 3. No good. This is going to be a rebound, but it's going to be taken away from Rubio. And Rubio on the inside draws the foul. 2 free throws for Francia Rubio.
I believe that's only the second foul on Savannah. Well, you know what? She's having fun out there, though. I mean, normally in a playoff game, you don't stop to actually enjoy it. But Savannah Tobias is having fun out there. The polar opposite of her teammate Alice Kinsey, who is all business.
Francia Rubio up and good with the first free throw. Brought to you by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, serving our community. Misses the second one. Pena fighting, but that's going to be Tobias with the rebound. Mingus looking to go quickly. 12 on the game clock. Good defense from Francia Rubio. They get it over to Tobias. Cook hasn't hit a three-pointer. She has the range. Gets it to Villalobos. She's going to drive to the inside. Great defense there from Pena. The ball's up and good put-back attempt by Marie Thompson, but it does not go in. We go into the fourth quarter, and the Mingus Union Marauders are up 42-38.
And there are 2 very different energies in this gym right now. The Marauders are smiling going over to the bench for the fourth quarter, and the Douglas Bulldogs, you can feel the tension. They want this win so badly for a lot of reasons. Because of the injuries, because it's Francia's senior year, the Douglas Bulldogs want this win, and they are nervous.
Well, Francia's senior year, they want to do it for Scarlett. Let's not forget, Dave, Carolina Anguiano has a possibility to come back from her injury. So the more they could stay alive, the more Carolina has a chance to play.
Yeah, we're looking at the 2 injured players right now. I mean, it just stinks. But it does give me a chance to thank SOSI. Every play, every pass, every goal this season, SOSI is with us every step of the way. At SOSI, they believe in rising to the occasion. They support our community. They support the Lady Bulldogs. Learn more at SOSI.com.
Who's going to step up for the Lady Bulldogs? That is the question as we go into the fourth quarter. Francia with 4 fouls has to play more of a passive game, especially on the defense. So that's going to neutralize her a little bit. How does she handle that that new kind of playing style?
She doesn't know how to play anyway, but at 100%. So they're just going to have to hope that whistle doesn't get blown on number 22. And again, when you're watching a game like this, we could talk about the what-ifs all you want to, but if Anguiana and Ruiz are out there, this isn't even close.
I'm not going to say that. Mingus Union.
Well, I mean,
Marauders are
they're very
good.
evenly matched right now. And we're down 2 superstars. But, no excuses. You got to play with what you got.
Marauders will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. That's going to be Cook for 3. Yep. There it is. Kana Cook, happy about that one. A 7-point Marauder lead.
It was good before it left her head. She stepped right into it. Perfect form. Great shot.
Rubio looking for screens. She gets them from 2 players. Dana Pena with the ball. Thought about it for a second. Rubio with it now. It is a 7-point deficit for the Lady Bulldogs. Francie Rubio thought about that one. Good defense from Savannah Tobias.
Yeah, Savannah's all over her.
Dana Pena, there's 8 seconds on the shot clock. The Lady Bulldogs haven't gotten inside the 3-point line. Dana Pena, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Ball's going to be turned over. Marie Thompson coming away with the ball for the Marauders. They want to go quickly. There is Savannah Tobias. Up and off the backboard and in. Now a 9-point lead for the Marauders.
And there's the 4 fouls coming into play right there. Rubio couldn't even contest her.
Rubio to the inside, Othon for 3, no good, and that's going to be a rebound to Alice Kinsey. They get this ball up quickly. Kana Cook, who's at 3 for her last 3, makes it 4 for her last 4.
We need a timeout by Coach Hill right now.
49-38, an 11-point Marauder lead. Francia Rubio, the Lady Bulldogs, they have to find something. Pena with it. Gonzalez now. Evelyn Gonzalez trying to dribble by her defender, can't do it. This is going to be Francia Rubio now. Savannah Tobias on her. Good screen from Pena. Gets her a little bit. They get it over Gonzalez. The elbow 3-pointer. No good. Good rebound from Othon. They get it over to the other 3-point shooter. Quijada. No good. Othon again with the rebound for the Lady Bulldogs. Dana Pena on the inside. Puts this one up off the backboard. No good. 3 chances. No points for the Lady Bulldogs. This one is going to be loose, but Cook does corral it.
Oh, and one more shot is not good. Oh.
Savannah Tobias, uncharacteristic miss. Francia Rubio, good pass up court. Carter Espinoza, great defense from Tobias, but they get it to Rubio. Back to Espinoza. There we go. 2 points, and now a 9-point deficit for the Bulldogs.
Oh, there was a lot of momentum changing in just that basket. Oh, we have a sprained ankle.
Ooh. That's going to be Carter Espinoza. We can ill afford to lose her if we were Douglas Bulldogs.
Oh, my goodness.
Alyssa Quijada coming back into the ball game for the Lady Bulldogs.
The injury bug just will not leave these girls alone.
Did someone change the surface of the gym already? What's going on here?
It's like MetLife Stadium.
Kana Cook with the ball now for the Marauders. Savannah Tobias, superstar with it, all the way over to Thompson. Marie Thompson trying to feed it on the inside. Good defense. They get it out to Cook. Great closing defense from Othon, and that's going to force the turnover. That's going to be Francia Rubio with it. There's Quijada. Going to slow this one down. Renata Othon. Good ball fake on the inside. Gonzalez off the backboard. No good. Dana Pena, the rebound, the turnaround. Dana Pena inside, 7-point deficit.
I told you that there was some, you could feel a momentum shift on that basket. And Douglas, time for them to come roaring back.
Basketball's a game of runs, but they have to play the clock as well as this very hot scoring team in the Marauders. And that 3-pointer does not go in. Great underneath battle by Quijada and Kinsey. Possession arrow goes to the Bulldogs.
There we go. The Douglas Bulldogs trying to roll it back. They enjoyed a double-digit lead in the first half. Find themselves down 7. But it's time to get it back.
Now trying to roar back from a double-digit deficit of their own. Francia Rubio, top of the key, 3. Oh, off the rim, no good. Great rebound by Villalobos from the Marauders. She's going to dribble through a few people in the backcourt. She's going to get it up to the front court with numbers. Throws it out to Cook. Out to Kinsey, and that's going to be a travel on Alice Kinsey.
Oh, a fortunate turnover for the Lady Bulldogs.
Timeout, head coach Clint Hill from the Douglas Bulldogs. 7-point deficit for the Bulldogs. Coach Clint Hill, retiring after this season, does not want this to be his last ball game.
You got to go out on a win, baby. You got to take your girls on a road trip for some road playoff basketball. We got to win this one, baby. Come on, Bulldogs. I believe in you. This time out gives me a chance to thank Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up, serving all of Cochise County. Give them a call, 520-456-8945.
Also, thank you to the MORSE Automotive Group, formerly Lawely Automotive. They're serving all of Cochise County. Drive in today and experience the difference at MORSE. Kim Rupert in the chat says, "Atta girl, way to be strong." I don't know if she's talking about Tobias, but whoever she's talking about, the Marauders have been playing very strong. Tense moments now. Dave, you think the momentum's going to the way of the Bulldogs?
I do. I think the Bulldogs have stolen it back right now. This crowd is going to just get louder and louder every time they put a ball in the basket. They have the ball right now, so a made basket, and the crowd's going to start getting really loud, louder than it already is.
Shout out Dan Ryan at home with the graphics, the scoreboard, and everything. It's amazing what you can do with technology nowadays. Shout out Todd Ryan, who's holding the camera for us tonight. Thank goodness.
Mr. Cool FM.
Otherwise, I'd have 50 things going on right now. I just get to call a basketball game. Francio Rubio now with it. Savannah Tobias deciding not to use the screen of Pena. And they're going to throw this ball around the perimeter. Evelyn Gonzalez over to Rubio one more time. 20 seconds. Screen by Pena.
I got Savannah just sticking to her like glue.
Julissa Quijada gets by her defender, gets it over to Rubio. 10 seconds on the shot clock. There's the screen. Rubio needs to throw this one up. Othon for three. No good off the back rim. Dana Pena, the offensive rebound for the Douglas Lady Bulldogs. Evelyn Gonzalez, she's going to go to the paint. The floater in. Off the rim, no good. Dana Pena one more time, battling underneath. The ball's going to be on the floor. The ball's going to be picked up by the Marauders and finally settled. Great plays all around, but Kayna Cook for the Marauders bringing the ball up court. They have an open look. Driving to the inside. The three-pointer for the dagger. Thompson, no good. The putback, no good. Rubio underneath with the rebound for the Bulldogs. Dribbling past three people. Francio Rubio brings the Bulldog faithful to her feet. The fake behind the back. That's going to be an offensive foul. Francio Rubio is fouled out of the ball game.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. I hope they don't call he drives. Oh, you cannot foul her out on that call.
The Douglas Bulldog faithful showing the officials what they think about that call. A 7-point deficit, and the Bulldogs will have to come back without Francio Rubio.
What a great play she made with the fake behind the back play. Oh, man, oh, man.
And Fuentes in the chat says, let's go Bulldogs. They need all the help they can get. Savannah Tobias, the floater off the baseline, no good. Offensive rebound for the Marauders, and you could just see the sails no longer alive for the Douglas Lady Bulldogs. The offensive rebounds, they look lethargic now after that. That was just so deflating.
Oh, man. That's where you got to have discretion. I don't know. Whatever.
Dana Pena with the ball for the Lady Bulldogs. She's going to have to do it herself. Up and no good off the back iron with the three-pointer, and the rebound going to Kayna Cook. Kayna Cook bringing this ball up court. Great pass to Marie Thompson. Marie Thompson, a 9-point lead for the Marauders. The step-back jumper from Tobias, no good. But there is one more time. Alice Kinsey with the rebound. Top of the key three-pointer, no good. Lady Bulldogs with the rebound.
We are not done yet. I will say that.
Kara Espinoza.
It seems like we're done, but we're not.
Trying to get it inside to Pena. Great defense from Kinsey. Savannah Tobias going up, under, and that could be the dagger. Now an 11-point lead for the Marauders.
All right, now we might be done. You got to start pulling, girls.
Kara Espinoza has that range. Top of the key three-pointer. Espinoza off the backboard. Off the rim, no good. Dana Pena with it now. She's got to get it over to Gonzalez or somebody. Quijada, the corner three. She's going to be fouled, going to the line for free throws.
Oh, my goodness. At this point, it's one of those points where you got to play perfect basketball. You can't miss again, and you got to stop every possession.
Kim Rupert in the chat says, terrible call, and we have a timeout for the Marauders. Head coach Troy Hoke loving the effort the team has given here in Douglas, Arizona.
This timeout gives me a chance one last time to thank Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard, the one with the pink door, now open Saturdays 9 to 2. And we have another banged up player. It's
Espinoza again, who injured her ankle. You called it out earlier, David. She's dealing with that. With Espinoza injured, Rubio fouled out. Starting the game without Scarlett Ruiz, who led the team in scoring, shooting 60% from field goal. And, of course, Carolina Anguiano. It's always been tough for the Bulldogs.
Again, Ruiz's senior year. Coach Hill's last year. I mean, this was supposed to be the year for the Lady Bulldogs. And just, bad luck, and it just didn't shake out for them.
Well, this is how it ended last year in round 1 of the playoffs for the Lady Bulldogs. And barring a miracle, it looks like that's how it's going to end one more time. 53-42. Marauders on top of the Bulldogs.
Yeah, but this one wasn't fair. This one, we just didn't. It wasn't fair. The Douglas Lady Bulldogs are supposed to win the title.
We have Claudia Rege in the chat says, go Mingus.
Oh, you got a good-looking spot over there, no lie.
Alyssa Quijada up and no good with the first one.
A couple of very good-looking players. Alice Kinsey is a senior. You did mention Savannah is a sophomore.
Yeah, Savannah Tobias, just a sophomore for the Marauders.
That two-headed monster, you got a shot at this thing.
No good with the second one, and everything coming up Marauders with just under 2 minutes to play, 53-42. Mingus Union starting to celebrate.
And this is where high school sports is tough because those Douglas girls are going to be crushed after this game.
Tobias the inbounds, and Savannah Tobias bringing the ball up court. MVP for the Marauders. You got to give it to her, Kinsey, but you know
Kinsey
me.
has 20 rebounds.
The people that get buckets are the ones that impact the game just a little bit more, in my opinion. That ball's going to be out, going back to the Marauders. 32 on the shot clock, 134 on the game clock.
Oh, like I said, barring an absolute miracle.
A lot of Marauders fans in the chat cheering on the Mingus Union Marauders as they are 134 away from advancing into the AIA state playoffs to the round of 16, or 8, quarterfinals, 8. Attaboy, Paul. That's going to be a foul on the Lady Bulldogs, and they're going to have to start fouling nowhere near the bonus.
Well, Mingus, again, I'm going to give you a preemptive congratulations. I hope that your team has a very safe trip home, a very long trip home. I don't even know where you're playing in the next round. You might as well drive there. You're going to be driving 7 hours home to leave and go 4 hours somewhere else.
Savannah Tobias, she's going to be fouled. That's going to be Gonzalez with that one.
Yeah, just frustration at this point for the lady. I mean,
well, they're trying to foul to get the ball back, Dave. 1:25 to play, 3 fouls. They got 2 more to do before the Marauders are in. We have a timeout by the official in the bonus. More let's go Mingus chance in the chat.
The way that Mingus shoots free throws, I don't know if that's the smartest strategy.
There's 1:25 left to play. You got 10 points to make up.
The way that this possession, you start banging threes and creating turnovers with a full court press.
Savannah Tobias gets the ball at half court. Quijada's going to foul her. 4 fouls now for the Lady Bulldogs. The next one will put the Marauders at the free throw line.
And Tobias is definitely not the one you want to foul. She's 100% at the line. I mean, on this next foul. You definitely don't want it to be Tobias.
Ice in the veins of the sophomore. They are going to foul Brianca Villalobos. Keter Espinoza commits that foul.
I think they've missed 2 free throws the entire game.
Lady Bulldogs, injuries.
Well, we're going to have one more shot at this thing, and that's tomorrow night. Buena taking on Canyon View. 3.5-hour drive from Sierra Vista.
Let's go Bulldogs chance in the chat from Lorena Salinas, sorry.
I'm going to need you folks to join me tomorrow night on Cool FM, and we're going to try to get those Bulldogs past a very tough team.
11-point lead, rebound going to Quijada for the Lady Bulldogs. Keter Espinoza has to turn and shoot. Elbow three-pointer decides better of it. Quijada now with it.
You got to fire. You got to just fire it. Good shot, bad shot.
25 on the shot clock. Good screen by Pena. Othon, there it is. Espinoza works her open elbow three. No good. Rebound going out to Cook for the Marauders. They're going to go quickly. Tobias up and off the backboard. No good. Followed. And that's going to be a foul on Renata Othon.
Unfortunately, I'm going to steal your phrase. Unfortunately, for our Lady Bulldogs, all that are left are the handshakes in this one.
I don't say it when the Cochise teams lose, let me tell you so.
It's just, it's just bad luck. That's all it was. A season of bad luck. Great season. 4-loss season for the Lady Bulldogs. They just couldn't hold the team together. The infirmary couldn't keep it together.
First free throw up and good from Brianca Villalobos.
Well, congratulations again, all these seniors on this team: Scarlett Ruiz, Julissa Quijada, Francia Rubio, Kyra Espinoza, Evelyn Gonzalez, Dana Pena. Oh my goodness, this was their year.
Pena with the ball now for the Lady Bulldogs. A 12-point deficit. They got to start. Golden State Warriors this one. Turnaround jumper in the paint off the backboard and no good. 40 seconds. Pena's going to commit the foul and send Brianca Villalobos one more time back to the line.
Yeah, Douglas just frustration. I mean, what are you going to do? At that point, they should have probably just allowed the dribble out, but...
So congratulations once again to the Mingus Union Marauders starting to celebrate on the court. They know this one is just about wrapped up. Just under 40 seconds to play. Dave, you called it a heartbreak season for the Douglas Lady Bulldogs.
It sure was. I mean, again, not taking anything away from Mingus. They played a heck of a game, and they got a two-headed monster looking pretty good going forward. But, yeah, for our Lady Bulldogs, just a season of bad luck.
Well, that's what you remember when we did our high school show live Tuesdays at 10 a.m. I said it all the time. The unsung hero of the Lady Bulldogs is Carolina Anguiano. And the reason she is because she fights for those rebounds and more often than not comes up with them. And
you saw the loss of her tonight because a lot of offensive rebounds for Kinsey. Didn't have our stopper.
Brandy Tobias in the chat says, great game for Mingus. Absolutely. That one up and good, but only a pride shot. 11 seconds to play, and Pena fouls again. Villalobos going to the line for two. Not happy about it, but this is a chance to pad her stats a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, again, Dana being one of the seniors, you just don't want that clock to hit zeros because that means that it's over. And you don't get to play basketball anymore. Forever. Not for your beloved Bulldogs, anyways. We both know what that feeling is like, that last game as a high school player.
Well, I do see over Dana Pena checking out one last time for the Lady Bulldogs. You can see how much it means to her.
What a career. Congratulations, girls. Great, great careers, all of you.
The representatives from Cochise College, including head coach Misty Opat here. Carolina Padilla coming back to her alma mater in Douglas. Only to watch the Bulldogs come up a little bit short again. Just the same thing as last year. A little bit different. It wasn't injuries last year, but down players. The same story, different year.
Yeah, but again, the good free throw shooting for the Marauders continues. 2 for 2 on that one. But yeah, it's unfortunately the hardest part of the job is watching the teardrops here in about 5 seconds.
It is. The Othon for three, up and no good, and that is the final action of the ball game. Congratulations to the Mingus Union Marauders, moving on to the Elite Eight of the AIA State Playoffs. And a tough season. There it is, what Dave was saying. A tough season for the Douglas Lady Bulldogs. A team that we thought had state title aspirations, losing 3 of their top players before the game. And during the game, that's always going to be a tough mountain to climb.
Doesn't change how proud of these girls I am. They had such a good year. And again, it's only one team can win the whole thing, but, you just didn't want it to go out like that.
Yeah, no kidding. Though. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on Cool FM Live. Don't forget to like the Cool FM Live Facebook page, the Cool FM Live Sports page, and subscribe to the Cool FM Live YouTube page. Great season for the Douglas Lady Bulldogs as they come up short in the round of 16 of the AIA State Playoffs. For Dave Davies, Dan the Man at Home, Todd Ryan behind the camera, I am Paul Corder, and we will see you tomorrow. Buena Colt basketball.